This content is for self-awareness and educational purposes only. Please use your own discretion and seek professional guidance when, if needed.
Let's be real. Does your workday feel completely scattered, like you're being pulled in a million directions at once? Well, you are definitely not alone. We're about to dive into a super practical guide to help you get your focus back and find a little calm right from your desk in literally just 1 minute. You know the drill. The second you log on, it begins. The pings, the emails flooding in, the Slack messages, the Teams alerts. It's this nonstop digital drumbeat, and every single beat is demanding a piece of your attention. And then there are the meetings. You jump from one video call straight into the next, right? There's barely a moment to catch your breath, let alone actually think about what was just decided. Your whole day just becomes a blur of little boxes on a screen. All the while, the real work, the stuff you actually need to focus on, is just piling up in the background. Those deadlines start to feel less like dates on a calendar and more like a ticking clock, and the pressure just keeps cranking up. Okay, if any of that chaos feels a little too real, just take a deep breath with me for a second. This isn't just you. This is pretty much the reality of the modern workplace, and honestly, it's leading to a massive burnout problem. In fact, get this. A staggering 83% of workers say they feel work-related stress. So that feeling of being constantly swamped isn't some kind of personal failure. It's practically built into the system. But the solution, and this is the good news, might be way simpler and a whole lot quicker than you think. So what's the actual fix here? Well, let's look at the science behind it. It all comes down to the power of what's called a micropause. Basically, a short, intentional moment of quiet that can literally change your brain chemistry for the better. And that's it. 60 seconds. That's all it takes. Seriously, you don't need to go on a mountain retreat or sign up for an hour-long meditation class. Study after study shows that just 1 minute of mindfulness can have an absolutely massive effect. And here's what's actually happening in your body. These brief, intentional pauses are scientifically proven to lower your stress hormones, like cortisol. So this isn't just about feeling calmer. You are actively rewiring your brain's response to pressure. And what does that mean for you? Better focus, clearer thinking, and way more resilience when things get hectic. This whole idea is summed up perfectly by John Kabat-Zinn, who's basically a pioneer in this field. He explains that mindfulness is really just paying attention, on purpose. It's not about emptying your mind or stopping your thoughts, but just noticing them without getting swept away. Okay, so theory is great, but how do we actually do this? Let's build your own personal toolkit with 3 simple, super powerful exercises you can use anytime, anywhere, without even leaving your desk chair. All right, first up is the 3-breath reset. This is probably the simplest and fastest tool in the whole kit. All you do is sit upright, close your eyes if you want, and just take 3 slow, deliberate breaths. Really notice the air coming in, and then feel the tension going out. This whole thing takes, 20 seconds? And it's an amazing circuit breaker for a stressed-out nervous system. Now, for those moments when your mind is just racing and you can't shut it off, you can use your senses to pull you back to the present moment. It's called the 5-4-3-2-1 technique. You just quickly, silently name 5 things you can see, 4 things you can physically feel, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell, and 1 thing you can taste. It's like a magic trick for pulling your attention out of that chaotic storm in your head and planting it right back in the room. This next one is your secret weapon for a moment of really high stress. Like right after a tough meeting or when you get one of those emails. It's the STOP method. It's simple. S, stop what you're doing. T, take 1 conscious breath. O, observe what's going on in your body and mind. No judgment. And then P, proceed with intention instead of just reacting on impulse. And mindfulness also starts to change how you approach your work. Instead of trying to juggle a dozen different tabs and tasks at once, try single tasking. Just choose 1 thing and give it your full, undivided attention for a set amount of time. I promise you'll find that the quality of your work goes way up and your stress levels go way down. It's a total game changer. Okay, so having the tools is one thing, but actually remembering to use them is a whole different ballgame. The real key to unlocking all these benefits is just consistency. It is so much more effective to practice for 1 minute every single day than it is to practice for an hour once a month. And probably the easiest way to build that consistency is with a little psychological trick called habit stacking. Instead of trying to carve out new time in your already packed day, you just piggyback your new little mindfulness practice onto something you already do automatically. So here's how it looks in real life. Your existing habit becomes the trigger. So every time you pour your morning coffee, you automatically take those 3 mindful breaths. Every time you turn on your computer to start the day, you do a quick 1-minute body scan. See? By linking it to an established routine, you make the new habit feel almost effortless. And please remember this. You are going to forget. You'll have days where you're just too slammed or you just don't feel like it. And that is perfectly okay. Mindfulness is not another thing to add to your to-do list to be perfect at. It's just a practice of gently coming back again and again. So be kind to yourself. And really, this is what it all boils down to. This isn't about working less, it's about working better. It's about completely reframing our idea of productivity, away from just hours logged and toward attention paid. Because when you are fully present, that's when you're at your most effective, your most creative, and your best. So I'll just leave you with this one question. Forget about tomorrow or next week. Just think about today. In the next few hours of your workday, what is one single minute that you are going to take back for yourself? Your focus, your sense of calm, and yeah, even your career will thank you for it.